Hello, welcome to my devlog video. This is about my game, The Lonely Mountain, designed and developed by me, Dalglish, and I'll be showing you how I've made everything that I have in my game and why I made it the way I did. For the past 6 weeks since I created this project, this is what I've been able to come up with. I've really been working on creating just a visualization of how I want my game to look like, how I want the style to look for the environment, and for how I want the core mechanics to be working. As you can see right now, I've got a day and night system. I've got a fire that keeps me cozy and warm and replenishes my cold stat, and I've got my other survival stats at the bottom of my screen, as well as my health bar and my stamina bar. And an interactable fire. So I'll break down into the core mechanics that I have been working on, which I think are the most important aspects of what I've created so far. So a system that's very important to my game that I've been working on is my day and night system. I can show you here, where it just transitions from day to night and really sets the atmosphere of my game as well, controlling the lighting, skyboxes, and just the time as well. So for this, I do have 3 different scripts that are working here. My time setting script, time server script, and my time manager script. And essentially the time setting script handles the configuration data. Not much going on in here, as you can see. My time server script manages the logic for time progression, and blah blah blah. And then my time manager script integrates the time logic, managing in-time system, including updating the time of day, rotating the sun, adjusting lighting settings, blending the skybox for day and night transitions. So the separation of configuration, logic, and integration makes the system easier to maintain and extend. And that's what I've been really focusing on for every single mechanic inside my game, to make it as easy to maintain and flexible for future development of my game as well. Next mechanic that I want to talk about is my interaction system that I've started on. An example of it would be on my beautiful fire that I've created, that I can interact with it and turn it on and off. I wanted to make a system that could handle a variation of interactions without needing to rewrite code for every single case. So this is my interact script. It's lightweight, easy to understand, focuses solely on the interaction logic. So for an example that I've shown you is on the fire, and what I have here is on my player controller script. I've got a player interact method. Yeah, I can show you. It uses a raycast hit, so that when the player is looking at it from a specific range that I can modify here, it will be able to call this interaction. And then with that, I can have my interactable object and create a script for that. For my fire one here, I've got an on enable method, and then this simply handles the interaction, which toggles the fire. That brings me to my last mechanic that I want to talk about, which is actually probably the most important mechanic in my game, and it's what I've been developing since I started coding in my project. And this is my survival system. And this uses a script called, let me find it, the survival manager script. And here you can see this manages the player's survival mechanics, including hunger, thirst, cold, fatigue, stamina, and health. It ensures these stats dynamically interact with the environment and player actions, creating a challenging and immersive survival experience. So each stat is self-contained, making it very easy to tweak values like the depletion rates or to add new mechanics in the future. So how it works currently is each survival stat depletes over a certain rate, reaching a critical condition under a certain value. Then the critical stats directly impact health, adding urgency and consequences of neglecting survival needs. Currently I've only really got one of these survival stats working, which is the cold, which you can replenish by interacting with the fire and staying in the range of the warm zone that I have here. So that brings me to the end of what I wanted to talk about in my devlog video. It's not everything in the slightest, but it is the main ideas that I have worked on the most, I would say. I do also have my input manager here, my audio manager here, which is a system in itself, and I've also got a UI manager, and I do have scene management as well. So thank you for listening to me ramble on about my game and how it works, and I hope that I've made a good enough demonstration and explanation. And I apologize for all my sniffing. Thank you.